Hello everybody, this is a Lamley unboxing Matchbox, I believe 2024 M case. Matchbox is a little bit different than Hot Wheels in that Hot Wheels resets for A with the new year. Matchbox historically hasn't, but I still think I'm looking at a 2024 case. This came from A&J Toys. Ken sent over the Hot Wheels case. He also sent over the Matchbox case. He also sent over the moving parts case, and maybe I'll get to that in this video, or I'll do its own separate video. I have no idea. We'll just kind of see. But you want these cases, Ken Dotson is the person to go to, so do that. Let's see if it's worth going. Well, I shouldn't say that. Let's just cut open the case. Of course it's worth. Matchbox has done some good stuff, but I haven't done a Matchbox unboxing in a while. So I'm looking forward to doing this one. Here in the cold. Oops, totally forgot to cut the middle part. We're working up. I'm actually happy to do this because I've got to prep the Lamley Awards, and I feel like I've got a lot of catching up to do when it comes to Matchbox. So let's see. Yeah, I think we're looking at a 2024 case. So let's just get right to it here. We'll open that, move that up a little bit, and see what is going on in this Matchbox case. Yeah. These are 2024s because the art changes for 2025. So we have the Matchbox Field Car and an Aspen Ski Holiday. We're not seeing very many generics anymore, so we will just move on and we will look at this one. This is the 2021 Koenigsegg Chimera, which is fantastic. I think this is the third color. I think we've seen it in orange and gray. That I will put as a highlight for sure. Next to 1941 Plymouth Coupe in yellow. It's like all these are it's almost like all of these are highlights, right? I mean, they're all really cool. I mean, Matchbox is streamlined, but they're hitting it. And they're hitting it hard. There's the Ford Mustang Coupe in black with gold rims. I'm going to put that in the highlight pile because I just love that combination for sure. All right, no repeats yet either. 75 Chevy van in this very cool Rough Rider mobile dog spa. That is a casting we haven't seen in a while. At least I can't remember seeing it in a long time. So it's nice to have that one back. And the Ford Lightning goes all black. That's kind of a cool look for that casting. That's a highlight for me because I really like these. You know, again, I don't have strong opinions. It's a cool truck, cool EV truck. It's an interesting execution of that casting. Like it's not anything that I get too excited about, but it's nice. All right, 2024 Fiat Topolino. I believe that's a new casting, but I can't remember if I've seen it before. Maybe I have. I think I have because I thought it was a Citroen. And then there's another Ford Lightning. 1985 Nissan Pathfinder, nice to see that one. I think this is the first I've done sneak peeks of these, but I think it says new model. There it is. It's a really, really nice, very Matchbox-esque casting in that it's done just nice and factory. This is how I think of Pathfinders. Pathfinders look like every other crossover now. The modern Pathfinder, the current Pathfinder. It's a bore fest. It looks like a big Rogue. I don't care at all about it, but this thing is awesome, and I love that Matchbox did this 1985 Nissan Pathfinder. Huge highlight so far. That is the highlight of the case. And there's the Chevy Silverado EV. I believe this is new as well. It looks so much like the Hot Wheels one, right? Very similar, except this one has a little bit more of a rough off-road look to it. That one is really nice. I think it's new. All right, now we get two more of those, which is nice. So two Silverados in the case and two Pathfinders in the case. There's the Volvo. Love this casting. It was in blue last year. Now we see it in this burgundy color. Love that casting a ton. It is the 1986 Volvo 240. I should give it its proper due. I'll put that one in the pile. Chevy El Camino. I can't remember if this is new or not either. Again, I mix in with all of these. It's not a new casting, but I mix it in. I think it was pink to start. So that one's a really nice classic Matchbox as well. So another one of those. And I did see this on the peg, so I'm assuming maybe I've come across this case before. But I didn't see the other versions. All these other ones weren't there. But there is the Tesla Model X with the Tesla transport vehicle, like a crew. Tesla Crew Space. Oh, a space, of course. Tesla Model X and a SpaceX transport vehicle. There's the Alfa Romeo Tonale. That is, excuse me, that is new. Another crossover. These silhouettes really do just start I mean, it's really cool that it's an Alfa Romeo, but they really do start blending, don't they? But again, like it's not a criticism of Matchbox. It's a criticism of the current state of cars. These are all great cars. I was having a conversation with, who was it? My brother, and I was like, if I had a perfect world, I'd have a very cool classic car that was somewhat reliable, like a Porsche, like Ducktail, and then I would have a very boring daily driver that I just never have to think about, and it would be something like, you know, just a boring crossover. I drive an Outback. It's definitely that kind of car. Anyway, okay, and then there's the Ford Fiesta. That's also a new casting. Classic 1983 Ford Fiesta Mark II, right? And that's pretty rad. David Tilley, our friend David Tilley, had mentioned he really is a big fan of this one, and I think friends in the UK really dig that. So there, have the classic car, and then have the, I don't know, Alfa Romeo. I don't know if that's the reliable. I would take the Subaru. 2 more of those, so that's nice. Not stacking very well. There's Jeep Cherokee. That's a really cool new casting. You can see it's new. It's very much a classic in white. Love that. It's not a Cherokee. It's the Wagoneer, 1964 Jeep Wagoneer. That might be the highlight of this case now. Pathfinder and the Wagoneer, definite highlights. Tesla Model Y. I've seen so many Tesla silhouettes and so many of this color. I have no idea if this is new or not. And we finish off. Ah, nice to see the Porsche. So Ram work truck. I don't think that's new. Matchbox livery, or Matchbox, you know, function. And the Macan, which was a chase last year. It was introduced as a chase, and then we haven't seen it since. We finally see it in its regular form, and it looks really good in orange. That's a nice casting. So, where are we on highlights? Macan, definitely highlight. This one might be the winner for me, the Wagoneer. I really like the Fiesta. That's the surprise of this case for sure. Volvo's always going to be a hit. This is, I think, might be the coolest one, the classic Pathfinder. I'm moving that one off the highlights. It's fine, but I don't, you know, the Mustang's pretty good, and the Koenigsegg is good. That's a decent case. That's an A case, because Matchbox just, you know, they have to do you want duplicates because these are small cases. You need to have 2 of each of these new castings so that people can snag them. There's hardly any unlicensed stuff. That's a really, really nice case. I'll give it an A-. I won't give it an A because I'll reserve that. Maybe B+, A- in between those two. You guys give me your grade. I'm going to open this up. I might do a separate video. It might just be tacked on top of this one. So in the meantime, if I'm not coming back, bye. If I am, we'll just move on to this. So bye.